Hey, welcome to my office, Brendan. Glad to have you here.
Vern, thank you so much. I am vexed about the latest tax, whatever's going on. I'm not a numbers guy, but I had to pay a lot more this year. Last year I got a refund. This year I'm paying. And I'm a little bit confused about it. I was kind of promised. I thought we were going to have better taxes under the new regime. Help me out, whatever you can do.
Okay, so just a couple of questions.
Okay.
Have you by chance taken a look at the tax return for 2018 at all?
Not much.
Okay.
Just
So
a gander.
here's the one that you had last year. You're new to our office. That's what I'm
Yes.
So this is the 2017 one. You're familiar, 2-page, right? Front and back.
Yes.
All right. The new one is a postcard return. You've probably seen the advertisements with President Trump showing we're going to have a postcard return. And President Trump ordered Commissioner Chuck Rettig is his name, and he is a good man, and said, I want the postcard return. So what they did is they took the 2017
Yeah.
That's all they did. This is page 1. Now, Brendan, this is a postcard. This is half of the last year's return. Do you see a little bit difference here?
Yeah.
And that's the problem. It
Okay.
says all they did is to cut it in half. For you, that means that they don't have just 2 pages. They have a second postcard, and then they have 6 postcard schedules. So I'm going to be handing to you 8 postcards instead of what we had before. You got the promised postcard returns.
It doesn't sound like they made it simpler.
And you're going to find it out when I hand it. Now, here's the other problem. In a postcard return, this is the first page. This is the first page. On the bottom of the postcard, you're going to sign your name. And you're going to put your dependents and your spouse's name and social security number. What's the backside of a postcard? The address to the IRS. So you're going to drop off. You got this?
Yeah.
You know, nobody's going to be a hacker in Lithuania. They're going to go, you go work for the Postal Service. And that's how come the postcard that you're going to get must be put in an envelope, and it's not called a postcard, because you have to protect your name. Now you're saying, why the amount that you owe so much? You got any definitive number that you've been playing around with?
Last year, my refund was about $2,400.
Okay.
This year, I owe a little under $2,000.
That's the normal number.
Really? That much of a swing?
It is 1 year, because in about last year, President Trump said, wait a minute, you're not going to know if you got a refund or if you owe money until April 15th or thereafter. That's after the election. So how do I, the White House, show you, the voter, that there really was a tax decrease? So he did it through withholding. Well, the problem with withholding is easy. That's a prepayment of tax concept. That has nothing to do with tax. So he gave you the normal refund that you got through your payroll system. Now that catches up to you on April 15th. Husband and wife, you were expecting $2,000, but the withholding table decreases the amount paid to the IRS, increases your take-home pay by about $20 a week each. You didn't notice it, did you?
No.
And that now comes back. I have to tell you, oh, no refund. Remember you were going to pay off your bills or take a vacation?
Yeah.
No. And don't blame me. I didn't do it. It was the withholding table. And the IRS and Commissioner Rettig put out numerous announcements warning everybody you're going to be under withheld when you file on April 15th. a political ploy that may have worked at the election last year, that now we, the tax preparer, has to deliver the bad news. And we're calculating it at about $2,400 an individual. What do you have to do? You have to go, you and your spouse have to go to the employer and say, increase my withholding or decrease to zero. And that's generally what we're going to do. It'll be a score off. So it's as if they don't understand. IRS absolutely understands. This is a political strategy that is biting my profession and biting the taxpayer. Now you're wondering, second, but I thought we're supposed to have a tax decrease. And so let's just, let me take a look at your return. Just a little bit of information on there.
Look at a little bit what I have there.
Okay. So last year, you were in the neighborhood of about the, 2018 taxable income. You were in the 28% tax bracket. You're now in the 24% tax bracket. If you were in the highest tax bracket, you're going to go from 39.6 to 37. So there is a small shift. If you were in the 33, you went down to 32. So that shift of tax, you're going to say, well, I'm a little bit, how come I have so much more tax to pay? Because now what I want you to do is to take a look at line 15 of the form this year. What's the tax this year compared to line 15 last year? And you would expect it to be, much lower. Why not? Primarily because you have itemized deductions, you have SALT, state and local tax. And especially if you lived in the states like California, Washington, New York, Texas, Florida, you might not have any income tax and high sales tax or whatever. You're going to be limited to $10,000 for the state and local tax deduction. But I got an increase to $24,000 on personal exemptions. You lost the personal exemptions and most of Schedule A. So when you look the numbers in totality, you're going to have a tax increase. Your parents still alive?
Yes.
They retired?
Yes.
The demographics that we're looking at is the one that has the highest tax increase are retired couples living on Social Security and retirement income. Why did Congress punish them? These are the questions that we're going through. It's taking me about 30% more time to do your return than everybody else's return. I charge by the hour. Actually, I charge you by 15-minute increments. Maybe I'm going to reduce it to 1 minute if you're not careful on this one. But because I'm charging by time, it's taking me 30% more time and you're paying more tax. And that's just the reality I'm getting. Individuals, W-2s, didn't get a large benefit. If you were a business, then I got a whole bunch of more benefits for you, but not a lot of benefits there. So it's look at the tax bracket, look at your Schedule A, look at your itemized deductions, your interest especially. And those are the problems that I've got. So it's really not last year's CPA that's at fault. I'm glad you're here. But the fact of the matter is, it's the tax law, and it's retroactive back to January 1, 2018. I didn't know it. I had to wait until the August regs and the January regs to really understand, and it's retroactive. So that's what causes my hair to turn white. I hope that it helps you. Mr. M, glad you're here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You bet.